And you're most welcome back. This is the Celebrity Fan Zone on Viasat 1. All right, so before the commercial break, we put out the question for the day, and it was as simple as this. What is the ideal age difference when dating? Would you rather date someone who was 2 years older than you, or perhaps 10 years older than you? I'm curious to hear your thoughts, and remember, you can do so by sharing your opinions on our social media pages. That's the Celebrity Fan Zone GH on Facebook, CFZGH on Twitter. Now, I'll go straight to Facebook and read a couple of the comments coming through, and this one is from Claudia. Says, I think the guy should just be mature intellectually, but not necessarily by age. Abigail says, to me, 4 years difference. Lucas says, I believe age matters, but be reasonable. Love and understanding must be key. Usman says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doesn't matter. The guy should just be older. Sidi says the guy must be mature, at least 4 years difference, and he also must be responsible. Ifwa Kisiwa says, I believe it's all about maturity. Besides, age is just a number. Fifi says the guy must be 4 years older than the lady, but remember, age is just a number. Maturity is of paramount importance. Jeffrey, on the other hand, says age doesn't matter anyway. Peter says, I think between 1 and 10 is okay. Rabi says, I did feel this show. Okay. Philip says, I think the guy should be older. That's all that matters. And Ranger also says, well, in my opinion, the guy should be 4 or 5 years older than the lady. It's interesting. 4 seems to be an interesting figure that's running through these.
When they give us a topic, I actually Googled to check. And most websites I went to kept saying 4 years, 4 months is the ideal age.
Interesting.
And because of financial stability, you want to give the guy a head start in getting financially stable before he gets married. But I don't think that would apply to these days where women work. I mean, just because salary can pay Obama's flight all over the
You funny woman.
4 years don't matter, right?
Well, on Twitter, we have Bra Eric Jasper, and he says that the woman should be at least 5 years younger. Nancy Narco says, I finally get to watch the show today. I missed it for 3 weeks because of Doom Salt. Jana on Twitter says 2 years at least. Edward says the ideal age is between 2 to 5 years, man being older. 5 years coming from Emo Maxwell. He says 5 years isn't bad, but then again, age is just a number. And I think 5 years is a bit too much. I think it's a bit too much, especially in this day and age. I remember 5 years ago, like music that I listened to, nobody listens to. So I think it's a bit too much. You might not have so many things in common. 2 years is okay. But who cares if I'm older?
What about the woman, being older?
I don't mind being older.
Than the man.
You live in Cougar Town, darling, do you?
Cougar Town only applies when you're like 60.
Oh, really? All right.
It's cute.
Anyway, we have a special guest with us tonight, and of course, her songs contain elements of, I don't know, R&B, Afro pop, dance hall, and she's taken Ghana by storm. She is the darling girl, MzVee. Woo!
MzVee.
Oh, hell yeah. How you doing, girlfriend?
Good.
Long time no see.
I didn't
Welcome. Oh, really? Don't worry. We like hugs.
We hug.
We're hug people. Cool. So
Power to the
MzVee.
natural hair.
I know. It's a natural hair.
Yeah.
Natural girls. Absolutely love it. What have you been up to? How are things going with you?
Same old, but it's tougher.
Yeah?
As it goes. Tougher.
You have a new song with Ifya.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Tell
do.
me a bit about
Tougher.
that one.
That song is about how far I have come, but I have more ground to cover. So.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I'm still struggling to get there, but I have come far real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Sure.
And I did it with her because she's been there for me since day one.
Really?
And she's still there for me. She's the first person I saw recording in the studio. And she was there like the whole night till the next day because she was just up writing and just trying to record a song. And I was like, I have to be like her. So.
Wow. And so far, are you like on that path?
Yes,
would
I
you
am
say?
definitely on that. On that.
You're doing the
track,
whole overnight studio thing.
Oh, several times.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
And congratulations, she was nominated for the BET and
Absolutely.
the favorite. Yeah, I mean, and she just started.
Good one
Oh my
there.
goodness.
Good one
So
there.
how was it for you going solo from D3? I know you've probably heard it a lot. You've heard that question a lot, but how was it easy? Did you feel like I'm letting my girls down, that kind of thing?
They both have their perks. I mean, when I was in the girl group, it was easier because when we were going for shows, and we're nervous. We're nervous together. When we gossip together. We could insult Richie together.
Oh, Charlie.
We did everything. We fought everything together. But now, and it was extremely tiring because when we're supposed to go for an interview together, this person is here, that person is here, so it's hard to get us in one place. That's why we split.
Okay.
But this time I can't do the gossiping and everything else, but everything is much faster.
And you're really hardworking, and she's up early in the morning for morning shows. She's here
that's
now.
one thing you noticed about the three of you, and she's a studio rat. I think, like you said, you learned that from if you're constantly in your studio. You can see the hard work.
If you said cat, it would have been better. I'm a studio cat.
Studio cat. Studio rats basically live there. You know, they're in every corner. You wake up, they're there. You go to sleep, they're there. She works extremely hard, and
she does.
and it pays off.
It does.
It really does pay off.
It does. It does.
Anyways, we've been talking so much about MzVee. We should check out her video, My Time. Powerful, by the way. See it when we come back.
No, but it's the same thing if you hear somebody abroad speaking Chi, like in a movie or something. They say it with such...
But this is a music, and we've brought the Ghanaian bit of it.
I love
I just want to say that it's the Jamaican language, patois, is a language. So it can be learned. So it doesn't matter if, you know, people complain and say, why are these Ghanaians speaking patois? And it's a language, the same way Kofi Filippo, or something, is speaking, and he's even recording a tree song. I mean, it's a language, so someone can learn it and actually decide to speak it, and it's not a crime.
True. And like she said, the music actually gives off the feel that you're speaking it, because the bounce in the music. So it's more so the music, and I love it, but I love the fusion of it. But
the fusion is...
Don't tell me.
Don't do that.
So MzVee, your album, I'm MzVee, is coming out soon?
Yes, it's coming out in November.
What are we to expect? Yes. How many songs are going to be on there?
It's going to be launched with a concert.
Oh, nice.
Like last year.
Amazing. Amazing. That's just great. That's just great. Great.
So how's going to be on there?
I'm not sure. It's about... I have a lot of songs right now. It's just about picking the right ones.
Have some of them been released already, or is it going to be totally like...
No, some have been released already, like Abofra.
It's going to be on it, okay.
But there'll be new songs on there as well.
And all dancehall, or
no, it's a mix. Like Abofra is different. It's not dancehall.
Okay, cool. Abofra is amazing though.
Yeah,
great.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, well, we do have a couple more stories we'd like to take a look at on the show today, so we'll just move straight into it. Multiple award-winning high life artist turned pastor Ofurian Ponce has hinted that he will make a return to the high life music scene in a couple of months. Now, the man of God who quit secular music some years ago to pursue full-time ministry is returning to unveil a love song for his fans. Now, according to him, singing about love between a man and a woman is approved by God. And it's not wrong. The singer says he remains a pastor committed to serving God from the pulpit and wants this to be seen as giving back to his fans and not backsliding. He said, and I quote, "Music is my passion and I want to give something back to my fans, so I'm preparing for it."
Can I go first?
Oh, please, for real? Yeah, sure.
Please,
go ahead.
Come over to the dark side. We are happy. Anyways, more seriously, I think we already knew that, I mean, okay, you're Christian, you're a pastor, but what's wrong with making love music or sex music? That's my stance. I mean, honestly, isn't love created by God? Isn't making love with another human being something created by God? This is what we do and make love-making relationships look like something sinful, and that's why people hide and they get perverse about it in the hiding. Doesn't a pastor court eventually get married? No. It happens. So what, when he's courting, is that sinful? No. I mean, love between man and woman, that's the ultimate love. Why can't that be gospel?
Do you know why I'm cringing? Do you know why I'm actually cringing right now? I'm cringing right now because I think of what musicians do to promote music, okay? Where is he going to be promoting his love song? In the nightclub? Like, you see, here's where it gets shaky. And I think if you're a Christian musician, you're a Christian musician. If you're a pastor, you're a pastor. If you're a secular musician, you're a secular musician. I'm not saying that you're evil or you're doing anything wrong, but the fact of the matter is you run in certain circles. I think if you're a gospel musician or if more so, he's not a gospel musician, he's a pastor. Right. I hold you to a higher esteem. I don't expect to be in the club bumping
Dancing
and grinding, and my pastor is standing right there.
What's wrong?
There is
Everything's
something wrong with
wrong.
it.
No,
That's wrong with it. How would you feel about
Human
clubbing
being.
with your mama?
Jessica, you are
Clubbing with your mother.
Soraya, this is you, right? You are black, white, purple, yellow. You are different moods every day. You are a human being. You can't be just because I say, oh, I like red better and red all the time. You hold it to a higher standard.
Yeah, but you're resolved to do certain things.
People go to the club.
Am I going to your
and
church
the next
to
day
learn
they go
something?
to church? Does that mean they can't worship God because they want to dance in the club?
Hold on. Really? My only thing is, you know, what's his name? Oh gosh, his name is just
Kelly. I know you're going to bring that up.
There's a Ghanaian musician, producer. There's a Ghanaian producer. Oh gosh, his name has just...
But
do you remember this Ghanaian
what
producer? He became a gospel musician. He used to make music for Obo and the rest. Morris Babyface. The same problem that he had. He's like, he released music and then he couldn't promote it because of his religion. He couldn't go to the clubs to promote it. He couldn't go to shows at 3 o'clock in the morning.
To promote it.
But you can't just do it. It's, you know this.
Honestly, I feel that this world, everybody has their definition of what's right and what's wrong.
Thank you.
And
right now,
there are churches everywhere. There's this Presbyterian church here has different rules than this Presbyterian church there, even though they are all churches. So at the end of the day, I think it's a personal relationship.
So you think it's okay for a pastor to head out and be singing?
Yes, no, seriously, because at a point, you know, growing up, you are trying to find your feet.
And a lot of people are telling you which path to go to.
Yes, a lot of people, you've gone to this church, that church. And my uncle told me something very important. He said, Vera, just read your Bible and do what's in there. So just have that personal relationship with God. And honestly speaking, if you want to follow all these rules, okay, so now what is really right and what is... You get confused.
Thank you.
So me, I just follow what I
but you see
know.
the difference between you and Ofurian Ponsa is Ofurian Ponsa has said that he's giving his life, he's dedicating his life to Christ. He is leading a flock.
He's leading a group of people.
You understand? So it's not quite the same. And I feel that it's very... You're sending a lot of... I feel that he's sending a lot of confusing messages to
just because he has been confused by his society.
No, I mean,
we sit here
I don't care about that.
If you're a pastor, this is how you should toe the line.
No. If you're a doctor, you're supposed to. There's certain expectations of you. If you're a lawyer, it's the same. If you're a broadcaster, it's the same.
But a broadcaster,
so why can't a preacher? No, I feel you.
A broadcaster goes home.
But why can't a preacher, remain in be seen in a certain light? You're an example to the rest.
I think it's the lyrics of the songs as well. No. And you can't, seriously, you can't be a pastor. You can't be a pastor singing about talking about killing and gunshots and things like that.
But that's love music.
Oh, please.
I love happening in the bed. That's love.
Put something on your lips.
But you can literally do inspirational music. My thing is, as a pastor, why can't, if he's saying that love is just between, like...
Sing about God's love.
Sing about God's love. Why are you going to...
God's love between man and woman?
God's love is God's love. Don't even mix it up.
It can happen between man and woman.
I think
God's love is a personal thing,
right?
When
you share with the whole of humanity,
you can't share God's love with somebody like in that sense, with somebody else. God's love is a personal thing, right?
Exactly. And if you have God's love, how can you not love another person?
Love is not faulted.
It's not what?
It's not faulted. Man's love is faulted.
We can't agree. Okay, let's agree to disagree.
Let's agree to disagree. For today, I'll take this on with you later.
All right. Well, agree to disagree.
Okay, so for Emma, you just totally ripped our show apart. But I personally think that, listen, if you're going to sing about love, sing about the biggest love in the world, which is God's love, all right? And don't just mix it up. I mean, be on your pulpits and do what you want to, but leave the secular music for the secular artists. No, personally, that's my 2 cents. All right, so here's another story. Ghanaian music producer and Musica presidential hopeful Apietus had a spat with the incumbent Musica president Baisa Sekufo, popularly known as Obo, on Twitter, actually, a couple of days ago. Now, according to Apietus, the youth in the music industry are angry with with Obo for not delivering on promises he made before he assumed office. Now, he also called Obo to, quote-unquote, stop faking and step down. Okay, MzVee, you're a member of Musica.
Oh, what?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we need now I get to talk.
What's your assessment of Obo?
Honestly speaking, my whole industry is links entertainment. And seriously speaking, this is Ghana. If you're trying to put your hopes on organization somewhere saying they're leading someone somewhere, I mean, I wouldn't be where I am. So I really don't. Yeah.
Okay, so
I love
in a
it.
nutshell, you're saying you don't know much about.
She's
No, I know he's
the
musical boss, Obo, and Apietus is running beside him now. But okay.
That's it. You don't really care how it pans out. But I think you should though, because you should care though a little, because whatever they do sort of affects you at the end of the day. All these systems that do not work.
Anything?
Sorry. Well, you tell me. I mean,
I'm not sure. You see, I'm working. I'm getting paid.
This is a sign.
Yes, but you could make so much more money if they work harder.
Yes, I could have.
I
could have made money the first day I started singing, but
true.
Yeah,
you see, but it's. I'm sorry if I'm putting you on blast, but I feel like it's attitudes like that that have gotten all of us in this situation. Because a lot of people, for instance, will sit back and not vote, and yet complain when Ghana's economy is going in other directions.
Unfortunately, people try to make a change. I am in a company, Links Entertainment, where they have tried to make a change. And you see, this is Ghana. There is no time, unfortunately. If you want to sit back and be doing, okay, let's all hope for the better, and let's pray, and then let's do, nothing is going to move forward. And it's already very hard being a musician. It's the hardest thing I have ever done. Honestly, I love to sing, but when I said I was going to take it as a career, it became the hardest thing ever. And it's not easy being a musician in Ghana. So if you're going to sit down and sit back and watch President Obo and Apietus have a squabble over some position, I'm sorry.
Which is the problem in the very beginning. It's become politics now in the artistic industry. Now it's no longer about the art of it, it's now politics. Now they sound like NPP and NDC. Oh, this is that, blah, blah, blah. I mean,
but if it goes well, I'll be very happy.
If it goes well, it works.
Yeah,
but
we are not stopping them. We are just waiting for it to happen, you see. We can't hold them and pull them and say do this or do that. It's up to them.
Are you a member of MzVee? That's a question.
I'm not sure.
No. Okay, so the reason I'm saying this is because I think that, first and foremost, MzVee is a group that you decide to join. So the question might be, do you want to join it in the first place? And if you join it, what are the benefits? And when you sign up for it, am I getting the benefits that I'm supposed to get? My only thing with this Apietus Obo issue is that Apietus comes from a point of, like you're saying, it's starting to sound a bit political. It doesn't necessarily have any basis. Why are you calling him fake? And step down.
Exactly.
What is the basis? Show me the amount of work that he's supposed to do. And the amount of work that he has done. I think that right now we should start looking at maybe putting some sort of measurements in place for these groups, because the question is, what are we measuring Obo on? What is he supposed to accomplish? And what has he done? And what has he not done?
Yes.
And that is the question.
Totally agree.
I mean, I do know that he had some kind of a manifesto of sorts, because I actually had the opportunity.
It's right.
No, it's
that
true,
is right.
to interview him on my radio show, and he talked about it, where he actually ran me through, top of mind, I can't remember them, but, he ran me through all the steps. So you're right. He should probably make it known so that we can sort of assess him, and then we'll just, ignore all these idle comments.
It's going to be any better.
Yeah.
Politics.
Right, so another story here talks about American actor and star of hit series Empire, Terrence Howard. He's actually being sued by his ex-wife for assault and defamation. Now, on Tuesday, Michelle Gent filed a lawsuit against the actor, claiming that he punched her, grabbed her by the neck, and strangled her for several seconds during their stay at a rental house in Costa Rica about 2 years ago. Now, Gent goes on to claim Howard continued his attack against her until she pepper sprayed him in the face. She later on received a restraining order against him. Now, Gent is suing for assault and battery, intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress, and seeking an unspecified amount in damages. Now, this is not the first time the actor has been accused of spousal abuse. He was arrested in 2001 on charges of assaulting his then-wife, Laurie McComas. Terrence Howard. He looks like it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, here's the thing. You guys remember?
Lucius Lyon.
You remember Terrence Howard many years ago? His father had to go to jail because it was some big story in America. He killed somebody in the middle of a shopping line because some racist issue. But so there's a bit of violence history in that family. My problem is, and you know this, women who don't actually go to court and try to get them arrested, but actually try and get money. Why are we not just arresting him and putting him in jail? Why are you coming after divorcing him and trying to claim money for grabbing your neck and not allowing you to breathe? Why didn't we call the police and the police put him in jail? And that's it. I think this is the thing. Now he's done Empire, right? So now the money is rolling in. So now, oh my God, my neck hurts.
You know that?
I remember 2 years ago, you grabbed me in the neck. Can I get some money?
Gosh.
No, I really do think that it's a bit sad that we've gotten to this culture where let's think about the money first. Let's look at how we can best benefit. There's somebody who has been arrested before for trying to beat his wife. She dropped the charges, and then he's beat you. Chances are he's going to do it to someone else. Why not stop the cycle and get him arrested?
Soraya, it's because of expressions like that, that's why we actually have a rape and assault culture, where that is, when someone comes to report things, oh, why didn't she say it earlier? The first instincts we all have, without even thinking about it, the first instinct we all have is to slut shame or make the victim look like a liar. We don't even think about it, it's unconscious, and it's part of the problem. It's created the culture. It's why Bill Cosby can have 35 women after so many times. You know, I mean, just because of comments like that, that's why a woman won't come out at that time. Do you think when you've been beat up by your husband of how many years you can just go and say it?
Can we just... No, I'm not saying don't say it. I'm saying go to a criminal court and not a civil court and get him arrested.
The difference?
The difference is one is getting money and one is putting him away.
Exactly.
Put him away first and then get money.
With this news, everyone will know now. That's already defamed.
How is that going to change the fact that he's going to get money? You're probably not going to get money, and he's not.
I don't think something like that defames anybody.
Oh, I don't think so.
No.
Yes, part of the culture. The man always looks good eventually.
To put him in jail.
Here's my thing. I mean, he's had a history of abuse, and he's abused ex-girlfriends,
so it's
ex-wives, etc. So yeah, I mean, but here's my thing. I'm a little disappointed though, because you would expect a little more from an actor of his caliber.
Thank you.
But maybe not, considering what you just said about him having a history, like his father. If violence is all he's known, that is obviously what he's going to resort to each and every time.
Yep.
You know, it's a shame though, because I'm a big fan of Lucius Lyon.
I love him.
Oh man,
I love
man.
But yeah, we'll talk about that some more, but we'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we return, well, the show continues. Don't go anywhere.
That's not evil or a talent. Doesn't it feel so good to be bad?
Celebrity Fun Zone. If you just joined us, Charlie, you've missed a lot. We talked so much about Faria Ponta, Ifya Sajinega, and Mahama's assassin. Anyways, MzVee 2 is here, the natural girl, having fun. And now we're going to be reading your Facebook comments. And let's start with Chris. Now he says, just, hi, I'm Chris from Atomic Junction, Dome. Shout out to Dome, Charlie. No lights, but yeah. If a man's mom claims her son is not well, why isn't he in the hospital? Or should we wait for him to kill before? Oh, Ghana, thanks. I love your program. Talking about the Mahama assassin issue. And Joseph says, I think for me, 2 to 5 years is the ideal age, but love counts most. And Shiraba says 3 years different. Iradra says it doesn't matter. Scott says it does not matter, but age. Age is just a number. And Lloyd says they should be of the same age. And Shiraba comes again, love is all that matters, but when we talk of an ideal age, I think it's from 2 to 4 years. And someone says, why is it so important anyway? Maturity is not always in age.
Like you.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And I got some comments here on Twitter, and Dem says that for me, age doesn't really matter. You just have to have the right chemistry. Anthony Yeboah says at least, at most 7 years, at least 3 years older than the girl. They're all saying that they have to be older than the girl.
Why?
Kweku Abebio says 2 shout-outs to my personal persons, Akosia Hansen and Soraya, me.
Oh,
and she says,
Kweku, how you doing?
she says, Jessica, you're looking absolutely
Merci,
beautiful.
merci.
I've got here, says 1 day and above.
1 day?
Yeah,
1 day and above.
Yeah, just like 1 day and above. And then Samuel Fori is hilarious. He says, if everybody needs a psychiatrist, then who does the psychiatrist need?
I know.
So, MzVee, what do you think about this question of the day? Like, what's the best range for relationships?
Definitely the guy should be older, because I know from research that girls mature faster than guys do. So if you're going to marry someone your age, to me, you're marrying someone like 5 years younger than you, so think about that.
Just girls, okay.
So
she's sensible. I didn't understand, but no.
So we actually went out to the streets a few days ago to find out about what people think about you. So we're just going to head over to our CFZ Uncut.
Oh, no.
Yes. Yes. Let's go to that straight away.
Okay, I like her voice and her stature, actually. She's a very cool singer.
I like her, the way she sings, moves, everything of her. I'm just a fan of her.
Oh, she's a very good artist. She's good and she's forcing. She's contributed to Ghana music a lot, and I think I like her.
Oh, I think she's a nice person. Like, her music is good. Her music is very good. Yeah, she's okay.
I think she's cute. I like the style of her hair. I know that she's very pretty.
She's cool, she's natural. I like her cuteness and her voice. So amazing.
Oh, a talented girl. I don't know what saying. Wafa dance or no? I say, if I say, as a serious thing, it was industry. Me Philippa.
Okay, revolution. It's a dance rhythm. Man the right to get dance, I'll kill him. It's a revolution. GH with the dance, MzVee.
The one she played with Stoneboy, Natural Girl. I'm a natural girl, yeah. Oh na 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 na. Oh na na na. I'm a natural girl, yeah. Oh na 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 na. Oh na na na.
Oh yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. Natural girl, yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la, natural girl, yeah, la. Natural girl, yeah. Natural girl, yeah, la 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 la. La 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 la.
Relatively, I'll pick MzVee, Stoneboy. Come over. Yes, I think I like it. I can't sing, but I can just. You know, that's what I can do.
Natural girl, natural girl. Anabakunu, come over on this Stoneboy. I get something to turn you on.
Yeah.
Natural girl. I'm a natural girl, yeah, na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'm a natural girl, yeah, na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Oh, natural girl, yeah. I'm a natural girl, yeah, na na na. Na 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 na.
Natural girl. I'm a natural girl, yeah, na 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 na. Na 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 na, I'm a natural girl, yeah, na 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 na. Na na.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. That's, I mean, how do you feel watching people singing your songs and talking so positively about you?
It's very encouraging, very encouraging. But where's the bad comments? Where are the bad comments?
Yeah, there are no bad comments. They love you.
Yeah, you guys did something.
No, but it's true though.
Uncut.
That's true. This
Right?
was, yeah,
This is
uncut.
uncut.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very encouraging, but they changed a lot of the songs.
I know. Isn't it interesting though that you've put out so many songs and a lot of people stick with Natural Girl? I think you punched it hard on that one.
Yeah, that song, I really like that song. I like the message from that song. Yeah. It's not, but people get it confused. I mean, it's not about the hair, no.
Yeah.
Natural Girl is about you being yourself because no one can beat you at being yourself. You're the only one that can take first place at being yourself. So if you're trying to be someone else, you're wasting your time. That's the only thing you can actually win at. So, I mean, don't waste your time being anyone else. Be yourself, and you'll get wherever you want to be.
True. Solid message. Is there there's a new video you're working on?
Yes, Hold Me Now.
Okay.
Yes, and I just finished shooting for Nobody Has to Know as well.
Okay.
And we're going to shoot for Abofra as well.
Nice.
Wow.
I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah.
Because I went to YouTube and I saw you done like slides of pictures.
Yeah.
Those pictures you took
Amazing.
They told the story.
Oh, we had fun.
It was amazing.
We had fun. They fought with some madman at the real Charlie. It was crazy, but we had a lot of
She
fun.
spoke so highly of you when she came here the other day.
True.
I love her.
It's been quite an exciting evening. MzVee, thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you
Always
guys
a pleasure
for
to see
having
you.
me.
You do so well, and you know, just keep it up.
I wouldn't like to have an argument with any of you. You guys are too aggressive.
Too aggressive. Of course, tonight I've been here with Soraya Riley, Akosua Hansen, as I like to call her, and of course, the natural girl, MzVee. We'll be back same time next week, next Saturday, 9 p.m. Plus, there will be a playback, a rerun of the show on Wednesday at midday, so you can catch us then. But from all of us here, you know, we want to say thank you very much for watching and for sending in your comments. We absolutely appreciate it. Next week is another episode. Watch out for us. Good night.
Blockbuster Movie of the Week, proudly brought to you by Tigo.